It's Never Over. Jeff Buckley is a documentary about musician Jeff Buckley. You might have heard about him from the 90s. He was big on MTV. He is the son, actually. Jeff Buckley is the son of Tim. Is it Tim Buckley? Let me get that right. Tim Buckley, and both very accomplished musicians. He lost his father at a young age, and this movie premiered at Sundance, the recent Sundance Film Festival. It was a documentary, like over a decade in the making. And I knew Jeff Buckley was familiar, but I didn't quite know. He came from the era of early 90s MTV. He knew people like Amy Mann at the time, and he recorded one album and then was on tour. He had people like, he had this like meteoric rise where like Led Zeppelin, he had this sort of like voice, like, like Robert Plant can go very high, and he has almost not quite feminine, but his voice could go all over the place. He was huge. And when I was watching the doc, I'm like, why is this guy so familiar? He died tragically in like 97 from drowning. And the movie begins with his early career, his relationship with his father, the recording of his first album, which kind of at the time bombed, but became like Rolling Stone called it one of the greatest albums of all time. And his career was on the verge of taking off, and he really could not handle that success. Having watched the film, I wondered to myself, did he orchestrate his own end?
69.
I don't know. I have questions. So, but there's footage of him, music, like footage from him on MTV, performances, phone messages to girlfriends at the time. His mother is featured prominently in the doc, and he left a lot of voicemails to people where it felt like he might have been saying goodbye. I got that feeling, and the circumstances of his death were kind of mysterious. He went into the water fully clothed, kind of strange, but it brought back a lot of memories of the music in the 90s at the time, and which I loved. Like, it was like, oh God, remember we had it so good. There'd be a new music video or a new single or whatever. And who knows where his career would have gone had he not died tragically. It's a really amazing documentary. Like the ambitiousness of the footage, phone messages, music, like drawings from his notebooks, like lyrics that he'd written, like amazing stuff. He did covers, but he also did originals. He was on the verge, and then his whole career just went away, and he would have been forgotten if not for this documentary. So strong recommend. I believe it's coming to HBO Max, but it's in theaters now, from Magnolia Pictures in limited release, indie release, small release. So go see it in a theater. That's my recommendation. It'll eventually, I believe, come to HBO Max, but strong recommend. It's an archival documentary, which, having made a doc like that, very hard to do. Hundreds of hours of footage, and how do you tell a story?
And the rights you have to clear.
And the rights and music, and but his mother being involved, she was such a big part because his father became a big musician, and kind of, his mother and father, they were like teenage sweethearts. She was in high school and had him as a baby, right? And raised him, did not give him up for adoption. It's really a mother-son story too. She's featured in the doc very prominently and talks very bluntly about what their relationship was like, and how it affected his music and the way he looked at the world. So really amazing documentary about even if you don't know his music. I was vaguely familiar and became a fan after watching it. And see, one of my idols, I love Amy Mann as an artist. She talks about meeting him. They had this, not quite a, he was into her, she was not into him. She was very blunt. And but it was really interesting the way that story was told. And it's in the end tragic, but a really great, I love music documentaries too. So this one is a real standout. So
yeah, people are bringing up in the chat, but his cover of Leonard Cohen's Hallelujah is considered the definitive version of that song.
Yes, it is. Like, that's when you hear Hallelujah, that's his version is the best. And you can find it on Spotify. It's on Spotify. Is the album. So yeah, it's amazing. So strong recommend. See it in the theater if you can. If not, it'll be on streaming soon.